Donald Trump made a diabolical post. The biggest bridge in Iran is tumbling down, never to be used again. Much more to follow. Truly diabolical stuff. It is time for Iran to make a deal before it is too late, and there is nothing left of what can still become a great country. As you can see, that was a bridge. Pretty insane stuff. Now, of course, the third world is very upset about this. It's terrorism! Yes, definitely fighting against a terrorist regime that has killed thousands of us is totally terrorism. State terrorism. We do it to others, and then shocked when others do it back to us. They're not doing it back to us. They've been chanting death to America since their inception. They have killed thousands of us that had nothing to do with them. They have formulated all amounts and fomented terrorism around the world, funding terror, literal terror squads in England, all right, in Cuba, in Venezuela, in their own region, in Iraq, in Israel. You know, dealing with all of these people is honestly insane. And my new mode of operandi is very simple. When Donald Trump does something and Hassan is very upset about it, I am very happy about it. So Pete Hegseth says, back to the Stone Age, pretty diabolical. And oh, Hassan is mad. Remember when the monarchist section of Iran diaspora actually believed Trump and co were coming to save the country and cheering on this war? Dumb fuck. They're still cheering on this war. And it's not just the monarchist section. It's just the people that don't want to be destroyed and controlled and mass killed by an Islamist terrorist regime. Of course, Mehdi Hassan doesn't think that Islamic terrorism is a problem. Literally, no one is surprised by this. A guy named Hassan supports Islamic terrorism. Well, I couldn't possibly understand this. But they are still cheering on because they understand that we are fighting against an evil occupational regime that tortured their people, killed tens of thousands, and also killed thousands of us. Right, so Tucker Carlson reacted to Donald Trump's speech by saying that it's the end of the global empire of America. Turbulence ahead. Long term, it's good. All right, I didn't watch his hour-long schmooze. I'll be honest here. This guy... He's been pretty awful lately. And you know who else agrees? Donald Trump. Donald Trump tweeted Douglas Murray, quote, deranged Tucker Carlson backstabs Trump with a whole article. Oh my God. It's honestly insane. All right. And of course, there is Hassan angry at Trump's speech, which means it's going to be a banger. Trump said something about how Somalians are low IQ. And Mehdi Hassan says, this is the proud language of a white supremacist. Yes, it's a white supremacist to understand how IQs work, I guess. Third world logic is like, you called a dumbass a dumbass? You're racist. You called someone with an average IQ of 67 a dumbass? That's white supremacy. Unfortunately, that is just true. And you might suck. It might suck that you are going to bat for literally a goat-fucking pedophile country that legalized rape until 2019, where we forced them to stop. There is no current government. They're killing each other. But you could trust a Hassan to be very upset when we make fun of retards. You would know. He is one. All right, we got Trump ruffled enough feathers. We got to see what the actual speech was about. Apparently, it was a banger. There he is. Oh, look how orange. Look how orange he is. I've never seen someone so orange.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Mr. President.
My fellow Americans, good evening. Let me begin by congratulating the team at NASA.
Thank you.
And our brave astronauts
I work at NASA,
on the
actually.
Successful launch of Artemis II. It was quite something.
Yep, we're going to talk about that.
It will be traveling further than any manned rocket has ever flown.
We're going to talk about that.
Very substantially past the moon.
Turns out America's awesome.
Home from a distance that has never been done before. It's amazing. They are on the way.
No, but seriously, look up, does Nux Taco work at NASA?
We want to God bless those four unbelievable astronauts. As we speak this evening, it's been just 1 month since the United States military began Operation
Epic Fury.
Epic Fury.
All right, how's it going so far?
Targeting the world's #1 state sponsor of terror.
Based, by the way.
Iran.
I'm sure that someone's seething. No, how can you kill terrorists? God, I love it when people are angry. All the Hassans literally losing their mind. Is it racist to call out people named Hassan? No, they just usually are retarded. Statistically, Hassans are retarded.
These past 4 weeks, our armed forces...
If you're watching this and you're not a retarded Hassan, well, you lucked out.
...have delivered swift, decisive, overwhelming victories on the battlefield.
That's right.
Victories like few people have ever seen before.
All right, let's kill those guys. Get the hell out of there. Focus on jailing judges in America, please.
Tonight, Iran's Navy is gone.
Okay.
Their Air Force is in ruins. Their leaders, most of them, terrorist regime they led, are now dead.
Oh. They
Their
died like a
command and
dog.
control of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is being decimated as we speak.
All right.
Their ability to launch missiles and drones is dramatically curtailed, and their weapons, factories, and rocket launchers are being blown to pieces. Very few of them left. Never in the history of warfare has an enemy suffered such clear and devastating large-scale losses in a matter of weeks. Our enemies are losing in America, as it has been for 5 years under my presidency, is winning, and now winning bigger than ever before.
No, this is huge. Listen, if the result of this whole thing would be actually stopping Iran from being like a global shithole, all right, sponsoring terrorists and funding China and Russia and doing all that shit, if whatever he does could do that, this would be a diabolically massive America W. The question obviously is if this isn't enough and we'll need to deal with these dumb fucks in another 5 years. Listen, man, I don't want to wake up, roll over, open Twitter and see Netanyahu in 3 years talking about how Iran is 2 weeks away from a nuclear bomb. all right, please.
This current situation, I also want to thank our troops for the masterful job they did in taking the country of Venezuela in a matter of minutes. That hit was quick, lethal, violent, and respected by everyone all over the world.
Oh my God.
After rebuilding our military during my first term, we have by far the strongest military anywhere in the world.
True.
And now we're working along with Venezuela. And
they became our friend.
Sense, joint venture partners.
Some would argue they became our bitch. I would argue they became our friend.
Incredibly well in the production and sale of massive amounts of oil and gas. The second largest reserves on Earth after the United States of America.
I do love the United States of America.
Totally independent of the Middle East, and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their oil. We don't need anything they have, but we're there to help.
Listen, we're not there for the oil, but we'll take it.
Our allies. Tonight, I want to provide an update on the tremendous progress our warriors have made in Iran and discuss why Operation Epic Fury is necessary for the safety of America and the security of the free world. From the very first day I announced my campaign for president in 2015, I have vowed that I would never allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon.
This is probably Trump's most consistent position. You know, like you said, mass deportations, and we didn't even get mass deportations. We got a lot of deportations, not nearly enough. But the reality is, we don't have mass deportations. We still need to get back to that, sir. All right, focus all the energy that you're focusing on blowing up terrorists. Can we focus it on jailing judges here, please, and deporting illegals? But anyway, his most consistent promise was he will not let Iran have a nuclear weapon.
This fanatical regime has been chanting death to America, death to Israel for 47 years. Their proxies were behind the murder of 241 Americans in the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut.
What a nightmare.
The slaughter of hundreds of our service members with roadside bombs.
Iraq.
They were involved in the attack on the USS Cole, and they carried out the countless other heinous acts, including the just horrible, bloody atrocities of October 7th in Israel.
Hamas.
Something that most people have never seen anything like.
Yeah, what a nightmare.
These
guys were fucking horrible. Like, dude, I love watching the leftists defend these guys. It's like literally my favorite thing. Watching leftists wake up in the morning and be like, holy fuck, no kings in America, but yes, Ayatollahs in Iran. It's literally my favorite thing.
Killed 45,000 of their own people who were protesting in Iran. 45,000 dead. For these terrorists to have nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat.
Yeah.
The most violent and thuggish regime on earth would be free to carry out their campaigns of terror, coercion, conquest, and mass murder from behind a nuclear shield. I will never let that happen, and neither should any of our past presidents. This situation has been going on for 47 years.
Yeah, I love watching people say, like, wow, it really sucks we're at war. True. It really sucks that there's terrorists trying to get nukes and kill us that we have to go kill. True. True. Really sucks. Really glad. Thank God we didn't have a lot of soldiers dying. Thank God. Thank God this isn't one of those massive regime change war on the ground. You know, if Bush would be president, we would literally be in the middle of a gigantic bloodbath war on the ground. All right. So I see that as a huge W.
should have been handled long before I arrived in office. I did many things during my 2 terms in office to stop the quest for nuclear weapons by Iran first, and perhaps most importantly, I killed General Qasem Soleimani.
He died like a dog.
In my first term.
A beautiful dog.
He was an evil genius.
He's fucking
brilliant
dead.
Person, a horrible human being, however.
Died like a rat.
The father of the roadside bomb. And he lived just horrible.
Very dead motherfucker.
Iran would have been.
No, I love how literally no one complained when we did that. Hold up. Why did no one? Everyone was like, "Wow, that's amazing." No one complained now. It's almost like we're literally being fed a gigantic psyop by the third world, and people are falling for it. Iran never posed a threat to you. I mean, yeah, they killed thousands of your people, and they're trying to build nukes to kill the rest of you, but like, they never really posed a threat. Like, there really is no argument to be made.
Perhaps in far better, stronger position. Had he lived, we would have had probably a different conversation tonight. But you know what? We'd still be winning and winning big. And then, very importantly, I terminated Barack Hussein Obama's Iran nuclear deal, a disaster. Obama gave them $1.7 billion in cash, green cash. Took it out of banks from Virginia,
I wonder how they were able to fund Hezbollah.
Virginia, D.C., and Maryland, all the cash they had. He flew it by airplanes in an attempt to buy their respect and loyalty, but it didn't work. They laughed at our president and went on with
Or was he perhaps really on their side all along?
Their mission to have a nuclear bomb. His Iran deal would have led to a colossal arsenal of massive nuclear weapons for Iran, and they would have had them years ago, and they would have used them. It would have been a different world. There would have been no Middle East and no Israel right now, in my opinion, the opinion of a lot of great experts, had I not terminated that terrible deal. And I was so honored to do it. I was so proud to do it. It was so bad right from the beginning. Essentially, I did what no other president was willing to do.
He did the thing, boys.
They made mistakes, and I am correcting them. My first preference was always the path of diplomacy, yet the regime continued their relentless quest for nuclear weapons and rejected every attempt at an agreement. For this reason, in June, I ordered a strike on Iran's key nuclear facilities, an Operation Midnight Hammer. Nobody's ever seen anything
We hammered
like
them at midnight. I hammered them harder than Biden's mother.
Bombers performed magnificently.
They were hammered. No nukes.
We totally obliterated those nuclear sites. The regime then sought to rebuild their nuclear.
Yeah, like the major argument here is, all right, so we blew up their nukes, and I see people complaining, oh, we blew up their nuclear sites, blah, 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 how we didn't even know that they were going to make... Why did they have 60% enriched uranium when they only needed 2% to actually use it for civilian use? That's one question. And two, why didn't they give us their uranium? Why didn't they give it up? They could have avoided all of this, literally all of this, if they weren't just hell-bent on destroying the world. It's like actually that simple.
Their program at a totally different location, making clear they had no intention of abandoning their pursuit of nuclear weapons. They were also rapidly building a vast stockpile of conventional ballistic missiles and would soon have had missiles that could reach the American homeland, Europe, and virtually any other place on Earth. Iran's strategy was so obvious. They wanted to produce as many missiles as possible, and they did, with the longest range possible, and they had some weapons that nobody believed they had. We just learned that
True.
out. We took them out. We took them all out. So
he's right. They fired a missile that actually reached an island that no one expected them to be able to reach.
No one would really dare stop them. And their race for a nuclear bomb, a nuclear weapon like nobody's ever seen before. They were right at the doorstep. For years, everyone has said that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, but in the end...
But no one did anything about it.
Those are just words if you're not willing to take action.
Dude, I love how France is like, we condemn Iran's trying to build a nuke. Wow, you're so brave. Now, what are you going to do about it? Oh, we're going to condemn America for doing something about it also, actually.
When the time comes. As I stated in my announcement of Operation Epic Fury, our objectives are very simple and clear. We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders. That means eliminating Iran's Navy, which is now absolutely destroyed, hurting their Air Force and their missile program at levels never seen before, and annihilating their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their missiles are just about used up or beaten. Taken together, these actions will cripple Iran military, crush their ability to support terrorist proxies, and deny them the ability to build a nuclear bomb. Our armed forces.
Not gonna lie, he's really repeating himself a lot here.
Extraordinary. There's never been anything like it militarily. Everyone is talking about it, and tonight I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion.
All right.
As we celebrate this progress,
here we go.
Especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid down their lives in this fight.
Rest in peace.
To prevent our children from ever having to face a nuclear Iran. Twice this past month, I have traveled to Dover Air Force Base, and it's been something. I wanted to be with those heroes as they return to American soil, and I was with them and their families, their parents, their wives, their husbands. We salute them, and now we must honor them by completing the mission for which they gave their lives. And every single one of the people, their loved ones said, please, sir, please finish the job, every one of them. And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I want to thank our allies in the Middle East, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE,
there it is.
Kuwait,
the new alliance. Fuck you, NATO.
Bahrain.
Where were you guys?
Great, and we will not let them get hurt or fail in any way, shape, or form. Many Americans have been concerned to see the recent rise in gasoline prices here at home. This short-term increase has been entirely the result of the Iranian regime launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers.
He is completely correct about this. The entire world, and that includes like the whole media sphere, talking about how it's America's fault that the oil prices increased. No. It's actually the terrorists' fault for committing acts of terrorism and blowing up random civilian ships in the Strait of Hormuz. That was not America's fault, right? That is not a normal response whatsoever. Like, in a war, you don't just bomb random civilian ships and then blame us for starting the war. Absolutely fucking not. I feel like the entire world's priorities are off kilter because there's this leftist spin on all of the media and on all of these Euro-cuck countries, and the way they address things honestly sets the tone for everyone. America bombing terrorists in the Middle East did not cause oil to increase around the world. What caused oil to increase around the world was terrorists in Iran bombing and blowing up civilian ships in a random strait somewhere near their country. All right? To be clear, that is not our fault that they're committing acts of terror. They could be committing acts of terror whenever the fuck they want. Right? That's the main issue, and that's why we need to get rid of these guys now, while they're weak and pathetic and gay. Not when they're strong and actually have nukes. It's so obvious.
In neighboring countries that have nothing to do with the conflict. This is yet more proof that Iran can never be trusted with nuclear weapons. They will use them, and they will use them quickly. It would lead to decades of extortion, economic pain, and instability worse than we
can ever
imagine.
They're gay.
The United States has never been better prepared economically to confront this threat. You all know that. We built the strongest economy in history. We're going through it right now, the strongest in history. In 1 year, we've taken a dead and crippled country. I hate to say that, but we were a dead and crippled country after the last administration and made it the hottest country anywhere in the world by far, with no inflation, record-setting investments coming into the United States, over $18 trillion, and the highest stock market ever, with 53 all-time record highs in just 1 year. It all positioned us to get rid of a cancer that has long simmered. It's known as the nuclear Iran, and they didn't know what was coming. They've never imagined it. Remember, because of our drill baby drill program, America has plenty of gas.
That's right. We're not woke anymore. We're not doing the woke suicide strategy that Europe does.
Producer of oil and gas on the planet.
Europe would be like, we have no oil, but we're also woke. So it's worth
Venezuela. Because of the Trump administration's policies, we produce more oil and gas than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined.
True.
Think of that, Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. And that number will soon be substantially higher than that. There's no country like us anywhere in the world.
Yeah, we're pretty awesome.
We're in great shape for the future.
America.
The United States
God bless.
imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
We've
Drop the hammer on NATO.
Completely decimated.
Drop the hammer.
They are
Do it, Mr. President.
Both militarily and economically.
I just don't like being beheld to woke assholes forcing us to comply to their gay shit. All right? I really want to leave NATO and the UN. I don't want to be part of this shithole where we have to be, like, literally destroyed because these retards are taking advantage of us constantly. We all voted that you have to give us your money. Wow, that's great. Thanks, guys.
Every other
Big
way.
help.
And the countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage. They must.
Yes! That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Holy fuck! Yes! That's right, bitches. We're America, the best country on the planet. We are not your pack horse. We are not your mule. All right, we're not doing this. We are not gigantic teats for you to suckle upon. All right, get your own fucking oil. It's not our problem. But you started a war that caused terrorists to do terrorism. Well, that doesn't sound like an our problem. We needed to kill terrorists. Now, you want oil? Go get the fucking oil. You're getting it from a nation that has no military anymore. You're welcome. Yeah, this is a new stage for the United States. We're entering a new era, an era of no, you can't just fuck us and we'll say thank you.
Cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it.
Do it, man. Do it yourself. Do it yourself.
It will be helpful.
That's right.
They should take.
We're nice people. We're still allies. We love you guys. We're just literally not your donkey.
The lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately depend on. So to those countries that can't get fuel, many of which refuse to get involved in the decapitation of Iran, we had to do it ourselves.
That's right.
I have a suggestion. Number one, buy oil from the United States of America.
Oh my God, dude, what can I say? God decided to give us North America, fantastic land, beautiful, bountiful oil. We have plenty of shit for you. We can give it to you if you like.
Plenty. We have so much. And number two, build up some delayed courage.
Oh,
should have done it before. Should have done it with us.
Oh my God, absolute cinema.
Cinema.
Just do it.
Use it for yourselves.
Just do it, bro. Oh, you don't like the fact that Iranian terrorists bomb people in the Strait? Well, that sounds like Iran is pretty bad, huh? Man, it would have been really nice to have you on our side when we were fighting them. Well, you decided not to.
Essentially,
God, this is so based.
The hard part is done, so it should be easy.
That's right. You're welcome.
And in any event, when this conflict is over,
we're receiving thank you notes at this time.
Naturally, it'll just open up naturally. They're going to want to be able to sell oil.
Right, I love how everyone was crying about how is Trump going to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Trump's like, no, actually, I don't give a fuck about the Strait of Hormuz. That's not our problem. We wanted to kill terrorists that have been killing Americans and that have been threatening us with nukes for years. So we went to kill those terrorists. But what about the Strait of Hormuz? Why? Are terrorists bombing civilian ships on the Strait of Hormuz? Well, that sucks, I guess. I'm sorry, man. I know that a lot of people are mad at Trump for this. I just think this is unfathomably based.
Because that's all they have to try and rebuild. It will resume the flowing and the gas prices will rapidly come back down. Stock prices will rapidly go back up. They haven't come down very much, frankly. They came down a little bit, but they've had some very good days over the last couple of days. We've done actually much better than I thought, but we had to take that little journey to Iran to get rid of this horrible
side quest. Kill some goat-fucking, mass-killing, pedophile terrorists in Iran.
With our historic tax cuts, where people are just...
We're on a schedule. We're on a schedule. It's April now. We need a new El Presidente for the month. We're thinking Cuba.
Now, talking about receiving larger refunds than they ever thought possible. They are getting so much more money than they thought. That's from the great, big, beautiful bill. Our economy is strong and improving by the day, and it will soon be roaring back like never before. It will top the levels that it was a month ago.
Mr. President, could you please deport Somalis?
I've made clear from the beginning of Operation Epic Fury that we will continue until our objectives are fully achieved.
That's right.
Thanks to the progress we've made, I can say tonight that we are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly.
Oh, fuck. You mean it's not going to be a forever war? But Tucker Carlson told me that we would be there for 10 years. But Anna Kasparian literally was having a meltdown on her period on Piers Morgan, talking about how actually this is going to be a forever war for Israel. Wow! You mean to tell me that I was right and they were all wrong? But Schuenhead and I literally made a wholesome bet that I said it was not going to be a forever war, and she seemed to say it was going to be a forever war. Wow, this is crazy. Nux vindication on the timeline?
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back.
That's the timeline, 2 to 3 more weeks.
To the Stone Ages.
Oh, shit!
In the meantime, discussions are ongoing. Regime change was not our goal. We never said regime change, but regime change has occurred because of all of their original...
Look, man, so my stance on this always was, America needs to do what's best for America, and that includes killing fucking terrorists that are trying to kill us. That said, it is not our duty to do regime change, and I don't want to sit there forever. That being said also, I really want a regime change, because I pray every day for the Iranian people that they would be able to somehow rise up and overthrow this terrorist dictatorship that's been torturing them for 47 years. I have been really keeping those guys in my prayers. What an unbelievable tragedy they had to undergo. And we fucking helped a lot, to be clear. Now, it is not our obligation to lose thousands of soldiers and put boots on the ground for 10 years to try to do this, though. All right, I really hope that my stance on this has been clear. And I also want to note, I did not change my stance from day one for 1 second. I have been so fucking consistent, it's crazy.
Leaders' death. They're all dead.
Yeah, we killed them. They're dead now.
The new group
is
awesome, less
actually
radical and much more reasonable. Yet if during this period of time no deal is made, we have our eyes on key targets. If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very hard and probably simultaneously.
Oh, shit,
we have not hit their oil, even though that's the easiest target of all, because it would not give them even a small chance of survival or rebuilding. But we could hit it, and it would be gone, and there's not a thing they could do about it. They have no anti-aircraft equipment. Their radar is 100% annihilated.
Oh, shit, that's a big percent.
We are unstoppable as a military force.
And they're gay.
The nuclear sites that we obliterated...
Did you hear the Ayatollah's a fag?
Two bombers have been hit so hard that it would take months to get near the nuclear dust, and we have it under intense satellite surveillance and control. If we see them make a move, even a move for it, we'll hit them with missiles very hard again.
Oh my God, dude.
We have all the cards, they have none. It's very important.
Yeah, that's what happens when you drastically win a war. You get to actually make statements like this. I love how people keep saying, but Trump is not making fair deals. Fair deals. Fair deals. We won a war. We make all the deals now. That's how it works.
We keep this conflict in perspective. American involvement in World War I lasted 1 year, 7 months, and 5 days. World War II lasted for 3 years, 8 months, and 25 days. The Korean War lasted for 3 years, 1 month, and 2 days. The Vietnam War lasted for 19 years, 5 months, and 29 days. Iraq went on for 8 years, 8 months, and 28 days. We are in this military operation, so powerful, so brilliant, against one of the most powerful countries for 32 days. And
he is right here.
Has been eviscerated.
He is right here. The backlash that he's been receiving for a forever war is honestly insane. Like, it is so obviously fomented and a gigantic psyop. I think largely from, like, third worlders. Yeah, no, this is huge.
And essentially is really no longer a threat. They were the bully of the Middle East, but they're the bully no longer. This is a true investment in your children and your grandchildren's future. The whole world is watching, and they can't leave the power, strength, and brilliance. They just can't believe what they're seeing.
True. They're believing AI slop videos from Pakistan instead.
Leave it to your imagination, but they can't believe what they're seeing. The brilliance of the United States military.
We are pretty brilliant.
Tonight, every American can look forward to a day when we are finally free from the wickedness of Iranian aggression and the specter of nuclear blackmail. Because of the actions we have taken, we are on the cusp of ending Iran's sinister threat to America and the world. And I'll tell you, the world is watching. And when we do, when it's all over, the United States will be safer, stronger, more prosperous, and greater than it has ever been before. May God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces.
Amen.
And may God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much and good night.
That was actually good. He did a lot of repetition there, but he actually he stuck the landing, bro.